Okay, we're recording.
All right.
So the first question I have for you is how long have you been creating art and how did you get into it?
Um, I mean, I've pretty much been doing art my whole life. I mean, growing up when I was a kid, I always used to, my mom used to buy me just spiral notebooks that I would just sketch in all the time for fun at home. I would just draw little characters and random sketches and things like that. Um, so basically, I mean, I grew up in a pretty art progressive household. So
Hmm.
my parents are really into art and I have a lot of art history. Um, on my Japanese side of the family. So yeah, it's always just been a thing in my family.
Yeah, that's awesome. And what is your favorite medium to work with?
Uh, Probably sketching. I pretty much just like experimenting in every medium just because it's so much fun just to be creative and test new things and a bunch of different stuff out.
Hmm. Yeah. And what are some things that inspire you when it comes to creating art?
Uh, it's so easy to get inspired. So it's hard to pick one, but I would say my biggest inspiration around the time when I started taking art more seriously is my great grandfather. His name is YOSHITO Mamura, which is my middle name, which has
Hmm.
been passed down from generations. Um, Back in during World War II, when the Japanese were forced into internment camps, they weren't given much to work with in there. So he would make his own notebooks out of paper and twine that he would sketch and draw
Hmm.
in the camp, and he would also sculpt little figures and stuff.
Yeah.
So that really inspired me to start creating
Hmm.
more than
Yeah,
anything.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Um,
a lot of rich history.
mhm.
Yeah, a big inspiration to me.
Yeah. Do you have or have you seen any of those notebooks or anything?
Yeah, my great aunt had a few
Hmm.
that she showed us, and they're really cool. Yeah, you could see like the age in the paper and the twine and everything, and but she donated everything to the museum in Little Tokyo.
Hmm. Yeah. And is your art style similar to his, or are you guys like completely different?
I would say it's definitely similar because his drawings were more cartoony
Hmm.
for sure, which is usually what I go for. I usually like drawing characters and cartoons and stuff like that.
Hmm. Yeah, that's really cool. Um, and so when you're like sitting down to create a new piece, what is the process of like coming up with and creating that piece look like for you?
Uh, I pretty much just try and start with an idea,
Hmm.
and then I'll usually just start with pencil, and just start drawing on a piece of paper, and then just go from there
Hmm.
from my imagination.
Yeah.
I usually just start with something small and just start adding to it, and maybe like scrap it and just start something new. And
Hmm.
just so it takes a little time
Hmm.
for me to finish something completely, but it's definitely like the most like creative way
Hmm.
that I can think of like progressing and finishing a piece.
Hmm. Yeah. And then okay, so another question I have is because of COVID,
Mhm.
how has that impacted your work and how have you been able to like kind of stay motivated throughout this past year and a half?
Um, well, it's definitely given me a lot more time to sit down and create. I mean, my job at the time didn't really slow down at all because I was
Hmm.
working for an essential company, but um, but we did take more days off to where I was able to sit down more and create.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the last question I have is if you could be any mythical creature, what would you be and why?
Oh hell yeah, Griffin
Oh yeah.
for sure. I thought about this one before. Yeah, definitely a griffin.
Hmm.
They're definitely just like the most majestic creatures. It's like a lion with wings. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely one of my favorites.
Hmm. Okay, awesome. Yeah, those are all the questions I have for you.
Cool,
So
perfect.
this interview, it'll be posted on our YouTube channel and also like through our website,
Okay,
and on our Instagram as well. And yeah, so the market is on the 29th. That's the first day it opens. So
cool.
we're really excited to have you at this one. And
Thank
we
you for
hope you
having
can,
me. I
yeah,
really
we hope you
appreciate
can
it.
do some future ones as well.